Alright guys, how's it going? This is Lewis with Demigods Gaming. So right now we are welcome to the episode. We are right now continuing work. We just finished off the house, closing up the house in the last episode. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and bring everything down, transfer everything over, and then get the contact mission stuff, which we already have, and we'll start working on some missions. Now that we upgraded to better tools. So let's go ahead and get all this stuff into the house. Due to the fact is I don't want these storms to damage any more than what they already have. I hope everybody's having a great day today. Let's pick this up. We'll get all this transferred over before anything else happens, and we'll go ahead and begin our funness where we go start doing some missions. Doing the missions, we are going to get better XP. Take that guy down. Let's go ahead and get this stuff right here. We will have to repair our tools before we go. We're going to work on getting some of these missions done. With getting the missions done, it's nice because of the fact of it. Number one, we'll get currency, which we can buy upgrades. On top of that, we will, now that we have the contact device where we can send, if we find exotics, we can send them up. Let's go ahead and close this up. Alright, we'll get all this done. But all in all, how's everybody enjoying the series? I hope you guys are enjoying it. Leave me a like and a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are thinking of the series. We are working on, I went live yesterday, that during the live stream, those of you that haven't seen it yet, it is posted up, so go ahead and take a look at it. We went through and began building the stone house. I knew it was going to take some time, so that's why I went ahead and moved forward and just did a live stream on it. Because it just makes it easier instead of breaking it up in episodes. Alright, let's pick this up. So the go now, our next go is to go and knock out some of these missions. Ooh, my inventory's full. No, what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave this house sit here. That way you guys can kind of see what happens with the storms. Oh, who knows? Maybe during one of these episodes we'll get it where it's lightning and the house starts burning down like it happened to that one day. I'm still laughing about that one. Gold ore. So that means this one does not do gold ore, so we're gonna have to upgrade. But with that, which one's this one that we made last one? That's the range. So with this one's pretty cool because with the ranching, this is what we're going to use to make our saddles for our mounts once we get to that point. Put some of this stuff on here. Because right now, I don't have it unlocked yet, but we'll work on getting that stuff unlocked. So we'll transfer some of this stuff over here. Definitely. Alright, what do we have? 5 points available. So what we're going to do, we got the bone armor set up. I really don't use a whole lot of spears, so I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. But what we are going to need, we're going to need that. With the wood composts. Because with the animals, it's easier to do the feeds. There you go. The water trough, food trough. Alright, next level up, we're going to have to get the bed. Once we get the beds, we can go after taming them, because that is part of the taming process, that you do need to have a bed at your base. And then eventually we'll get to a point where we have to get the next tier up of stuff. There we go. I was waiting for that prompt. Perfect. We're gonna take this with us. What we should do is refill our oxygen. But no, it's been fun. I've been enjoying it. I have been playing a lot with my buddies on with my other character that I have. I have him at level 28. No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. He's at 33, I believe. Let's get this filling up real quick. We got that all set up. I'm trying to make this into the crafting room. There, and we have the crafting bench, which eventually will get to a point where we get another one that we can use. Let's go ahead and put that in there. We got a mortar and pestle, which technically it's nice because I do like the ability that we get, that we can do with this, that we can actually, if we want to, take a look. Place it right there. So I'll place it right there temporarily. Get a little bit of aesthetic look. Somewhat. Let's see what we have here. Thought that was a headshot, but it wasn't. Let's get this skinned up. We are when you go to convert from to build stone and stone building pieces, you will use up a lot of hide, a lot of nails, stone, and wood. So just keep that in mind when you guys are doing your playthroughs, that you want to start collecting it now versus sitting down and just waiting to when you need it. Since we're here on this one, we're gonna go ahead and repair these tools. So we're ready to go to the next. Do some missions. All right. What we're doing right now is taking advantage and trying to get as much XP as we can from killing everything. Now, the settings I have it on normal. You can make it more simpler for those of you that are thinking about picking up the game and don't want to play it at the full hard normal setting. There's also hardcore and there's also the hard mode. Hardcore, if I believe correctly, that's the permadeath one. So, just keep that in mind. Well, if your character dies, you lose everything. I did upgrade us to a better bow on the last episode, so we're good there. Got us to iron tools. I did that on off recording. So I kind of figured you guys didn't want to sit down and have to watch all that funness. Because you guys already done seen it once, seen it multiple times, different creators that they just... That's too steep. Right there. Bingo. Got that done. That's, I believe, we have all this chest stuff that we can move. Oh, let's move this bed. Be a good idea to move this bed. Go ahead and get this bed moved. Eventually we are going to do a second floor, and I think that's where I'm going to do like the livable area and everything like that. So we'll definitely go into that part, but for now, let's go ahead and place this bed right here. There you go. Because I don't want to cause an issue where if that house gets destroyed, guess what'll get destroyed? The bed. So I'd rather not do that. The reason why I have the contact device so far away, because the game has this thing where it will excuse me, tying up my stuff. The drop pod will come close to the base and sometimes potentially damage your base. We've ran that issue on the play 2 with the guys. just want to get all this done. But I don't know, it has been. I've enjoyed this game. It came out about a week ago, and I still. It's one of those games I get eager because I want to play it, get home and play it, have fun with it. Sorry, let's get a phone call. Gotta love it when your phone. Most of the time, I have to keep my phone on vibrate because I get sick and tired of getting those unknown spam callers. But it's funny. It's funny because when they call you, I've done it sometimes where you can play like I play mess with them, if you catch my drift. All right, that's good enough because we're gonna anyway end up upgrading to lockers. I'm gonna use these as a drop box. So normally what my friends do is when we're playing together, they have about four or five of these. We've been upgraded to where we're at the next tier up. So when we're playing, they leave about four or five of these so I can just fill it up as I go farming. So it's pretty funny because it's an inside joke among us that they do that because they're like, oh yeah. One of them even said, for Lewis, that's not enough. That's not enough stuff for him. Let's see what time it is. This is nice right here, but the issue with this one is you need ice. We haven't made it down there to a snow biome yet, but I have it built because it is going to make our lives a million times easier. All right, so talking about this. So with these two right here, this is the one that you would use for doing missions. This one right here is the one that you would use for requesting items. So click on request, you go to workshop, you can purchase all these different things. Anything with the check mark, it's stuff that I've already purchased, spent the money on. So up here you have three currencies. You have the R currency, which is your regular currency. You have exotics. Exotics are what you would mine in the caves. You'll see them as purple rocks. This one is ones that you get in certain missions. So see, sell exotics for Ren. So if I wanted to, I have 90, right? I have 190. If I wanted to, I could go here. Let's say I'm going to sell 10. So for every one, I get 5 Ren. So you see I got 50. Boom. Now it took me up to 140 Ren. That is what you're going to use to unlock these things. Okay. These things are all depending on what your build is. If, you know, consuming by jumping 25%, 10% sprint speed. Then you have, this one's more of a mining set, which is what one of my friends has right now. This one helps you. It looks like, you see how you get plus 6% physical resistance, exposure resistance, and everything like that. Plus, once you have the full set bonus, with the full set bonus, gives you 10% carry capacity, 10% collision resistance, 10% more stamina regeneration, and 10 plus 10 stamina. So the first one you spend to research it, which is the 250. Then you can spend the 50 to craft it. Same thing if you go over here, you get yourself some backpacks. Alright, so this one right here, fall resistance, plus 8, plus 5% movement speed. We can get this one right now, shotgun ammo, which I really don't use a whole lot, but you have to lock it up in steps. So my goal is to get to here. This is the backpack I like to use because I use bows. This is more for medic. Somebody that wants to be a medic of your group. This one's funny because this one actually if has all those nice bonuses for mining and everything. Here's the problem with that one. If it lightnings and it hits you, you get a bunch of debuffs. So it's definitely one to think of. You have different chip modules, which actually gives you +6 inventory space. These modules are nice because they actually help you with learning, with not having to spend more of your treat talent points. That makes sense. See this one, 25% tame creature movement speed +50% health. That's nice. That's going to be nice. And then you get different gadgets. Unlock all these different goodies for yourself. Alright, so I gotta get something to eat. I wonder if that campfire is far enough where I can. Yeah, it's not far enough. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll bring that campfire over here. That campfire over here for us. Try not to keep that campfire close to you. I've made mistakes where I put them pretty close. And it ends up, what ends up happening is when you wake up from sleeping, you will step on it. There we go. Now we should be able to upgrade it to nighttime. There we go. It is morning time now. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and try our first. We're gonna go ahead and try our first mission. Some of these missions can take long. Some of these missions can be fast. Let's take a look. Simple quest, short missions. So right there. So we have to go kill a creature that's nearby. So before we do that, to make sure we have enough arrows to be able to do this. Bone stick. Bone. I need leather. We should have some leather. Just gotta remember. There we go. We got some 30 leather. Alright. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some arrows crafted up. 30 should be good. Keep on. There it is. we're gonna do, we're gonna be smart. There he is. What I want to do is I want to pull him. Trying to pull him onto water. Yeah, see? So when it goes to these kind of missions, it could be a little bit of a pain in the butt. So that means we're not ready for that one. So we got to figure out how. That's why I was trying to back up. What I wanted to do was try to pull him into the water, because he's like right there next to the water. If I can keep him in water, he doesn't swim so fast. So let me see if I can pull him into the water. Let's see if I can pull him into the water. If I can pull him into the water, we should be good. Damn it, out. Come on. Keep them into the water. The idea is do that. It'll be easier. I could have probably handled it if it wasn't for those boars attacking me. But it's normal. It happens. These guys, it's part of it. I lost track of how many times I've died in this game, folks. What we're gonna do is we're gonna be smart about this. Alright. So you got to be careful with that, because he will end up going back to his usual spot. So the idea behind it is you kind of want to get smart and get him stuck if you can. It'll make your life a million times easier. Yep, that was a bad idea. On this episode, I can't help it. Alright, let's go collect our gear. Sometimes that tactic works, sometimes it doesn't. Best thing I could say. I got beans. Of course, I'm just trying to get to my gear. Keep them stuck. And of course I run out of arrows. So it got me again. Oh no, I have a determining. It got me again. Gotta love it. Gotta love when that happens, guys. It's one of those. But again, I'm stubborn. Love it. I love it. I love it. Because if it ain't that, it's the piranha. Everything's trying to kill us on this world, guys. You got everything trying to kill us. If it ain't the storms, it's the wolves trying to get these missions done. Hopefully he stays in that area. Because we got his health quite down a bit, so. That's what I'm hoping that happens. Which his health hasn't gone up, so that's a big plus. Still in that vicinity. Down to where I can get my stuff. Probably down to fight me. Come on. 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 Ugh, almost had him. As long as he doesn't regen when we get back to our body, we should be able to kill him. So what is that? 7 times I died? Oh, I love it. I love it. It's a video game. I can't get mad. I wanted a challenge and got him. Damn. Dang on fish. Come here. So if you take a look, we got it all taken care of. These guys right here. Always trying to attack me. Trying to mind my business. The little piranha ones. They can be a pain in the butt. But with that being said, we did get black fang teeth. So go back to the pod. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to the pod and come on. There we go. Go up and skin them up. Some of that good bacon. The bacon is nice. The food buff you do get from the bacon, it is really nice to have. We're gonna take this guy with us. We're gonna carry it back to the base. Take a look. Now in order to complete this quest, we have to go to the drop pod. It says the drop pod's right there. Alright, we interact with that. Now we can take a look at what do we want. Iron throwing knife, iron javelin. We'll climb this one. Alright. There you go. See? You got 10,000 XP and 20 rem. So the reason why you do those missions is you just get a crap ton of XP. Some of them can be easy, some of them can be not. As you progress in the game, better. It does get easier. Now there's one that we did that luckily there was 4 of us on that we could do it. We ended up having to split up between 3 different areas. One of us got sent to the sand biome, to the desert. Another one got sent to the snow biome, and then another one was here at the forest. Alright, craft that. Get that going. There you go. Just got ourselves a nice level up. 2,000 points, 1 solo. Don't do this. We'll take some this out. Put the rest of it in the drying rack. We'll get the drying rack over here too. So as you saw, we gained that. Now that currency, we can use it to purchase stuff in the workshop. And then you can come back. You want to do another one. Simple quest. Build a watchtower and place a beacon on top of it. You see? Locate abandoned base and search for you. This one right here is a pain in the butt, just to give you guys a heads up. Those right there are a pain in the butt if you're going to try to do it solo. If you have friends that you guys play with, I would probably suggest doing it with them. Due to the fact is again, it is a pain in the butt. Not gonna lie to you guys about it. So, love to tell you that it wasn't, but unfortunately it is. Let's go ahead and drop these. I don't need those. I'll pick up that. Let's put these back in there. I don't like to keep stuff on me if I don't have to. Oh, I need that. So remember how I was telling you that the bacon is great. You'll see in a minute once it cooks what I talk about, all the buffs you get from it. Alright, so now that we got it leveled up, let's take a look at see what we can get. I'm going to increase our combat. We'll do that one, and then we have 1.4 solo, so let's go ahead and use that up. There we go. Take that one, and then we'll go to the tech tree. And in the tech tree, what do I want to get us? Let's take a look. I remember what I want to get us. Definitely got to get this so we can get an animal. We got a backpack. Let's get ourselves that so we can have a beehive. So with that one being said, let's get this stuff. Boom. So there we go. So what we're gonna do now, what do we need? Leather, fiber, and leather. So we're gonna take a look at it. So we go here, now we upgraded our leather. Go ahead and make that because we are going to use a lot of rope. So, transfer. So if you guys take a look, full set bonus, 10% health regeneration, 10% stamina regeneration. Versus the bone, melee damage and resistant damage. But the reason why we had it, I don't do melee. So for you, those of you that do it, it's definitely going to be one for you. All right, we got that all set up. We're good to go there. We're good to go there. So let's get that going. Put this stuff away. All right, guys. That being said, it was a pretty interesting episode. A little bit longer than I wanted to go. But I appreciate you guys stopping up today. This is Lewis with Demigods Gaming. Those of you that just joined up, thank you for stopping up, spending some time with us. If you could do me a favor, just drop us a like and a subscribe. And if you do like the content and you want to keep on following and keep up to date, definitely turn on your notifications so that way you guys are up to date whenever I post a new video. And on top of that, I go live. When I go live, I definitely love to see you guys there. We can sit down, hang out. We could joke around and everything like that, get to know about the game. I get to know you guys. I definitely want to get to know everybody in the community. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for stopping up. This is Lewis, and I'm out.